Hello, TikTok family. Oh my gosh, I made it to Santa Cruz, California for my girls' weekend, but it's so hot right now to go outside. It's like 96 degrees or 86 degrees. If you're just coming in, say hi. I thought I would pull some cards for people or possibly pull someone on to get a reading. But if you're just coming in, go ahead and tap the screen, share it, like it. Cheers. Just grabbing my tea. We had such a good night last night. I'm just recuperating. The girls are down at the beach and I'm relaxing. I'm so sleepy, to be honest with you. Busy week. But if you're just popping in, please feel free to say hi. I was thinking about gifting somebody with a free reading and wanted to see how you guys are doing. Hi, Elena. How are you, sunshine? I'm hoping things are getting better. The cards that I bought from you just came. No, I don't have anybody in line today, sweetheart. If you want to be the one, you can be the one, sweetie. I'm at my friend's beach house for the weekend over in Santa Cruz, and it's really relaxing. Perfect. And so it's a $50 donation via Venmo. If you'd like to do it that way, you can go ahead and put the donation in the Venmo, and then I can bring you on. It's up to you. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Elena's asking, do the cards look okay? They are beautiful. I'm so excited that I was able to get those for the holidays to give to people. Elena, you are an amazing artist. So if you guys aren't yet following Elena, please do. She's got an incredible heart. She just is a very generous, loving person, and she's an amazing artist. Yeah, perfect. Lacey, thank you. So Lacey, would you like to come on the video with me, or how do you want to do it, sweetie? I'm sure you have up to 1,000 followers. So this is the way we can do it, sweetheart. I don't have a moderator today, but we could do your reading where you sit in the chat, or I can bring you on live. You don't have to show your face. You could just messages. Okay. So we might get a handful of people in here, and I don't have a moderator right now. I was just going to come on here and wing it. So do me a favor, everybody right now, hold your comments. And yeah, I think with this crowd coming in, it probably is better to have you on, but you don't have to have your camera. Okay, perfect. So you have over 1,000 followers, right? There we go. I was like, you on.
Hi, Julie.
Whoops.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I feel like we're doing a Verizon wireless commercial. Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for allowing me to give you this reading today, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the way I like to do these readings is when I'm doing a group reading, I like to see who you want to hear from today. I don't need to know their name, sweetie. I just need to know who they are to you.
Probably grandparents, maybe
Okay.
mom, unless someone comes through. I don't, whoever.
Yeah. Perfect. Have I had the privilege of reading you before?
Yep.
Okay. Your energy feels amazing to me. Are you married?
Yes.
Is your mother-in-law crossed over, or
No.
a grandmother on your husband's side where he was her favorite?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She isn't it so funny. People go, "Oh, you remember?" I say, "I don't remember anything." But she has such strong energy, and I have to tell you that as he was growing up, she always um like prayed, hoped, it's the same energy that he would meet somebody like you.
Oh.
And so it's making me very emotional because it's either like he had a kind heart and she just didn't want him to be with anybody who might take advantage of that kind heart. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. And okay. And I don't know if are you the one that just went on a trip? I see
Yep.
luggage. Okay. Yeah. So I won't know. Like they'll just show me. They literally showed me like it looked like a say that again. Yeah. That's okay. I just saw luggage and then it just looked like trains, planes, and automobiles. Like, so if you did three different transportations, like car, airplane, she's just trying to show me that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then boat, like it would be like you were on three different things.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's her way of coming through. Um, hold on one second. And is your mom crossed over?
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's like his grandmother is a force to reckon with. So if we were at a party, Lacey, she would be the first to like come up. Do you know what I mean? And then your
Uh-huh.
mom is very the word is cordial, very polite, and then she would let her. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Maybe my grandma's like that, but
Okay.
definitely not my mom.
Okay. Because the ladies like to me like go ahead, it's your turn, or it's
Yeah, that'd be my
polite or
grandma.
cordial. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be my grandma, but she raised me, so she's like my mom.
Oh, okay. That thank you for saying that. I was just going to say, whenever you have somebody who raised you, they come to me as a mom, even if they were your grandmother. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Do you have a September? Is there a September birthday or somebody's day of crossing in September?
Um, Off the top of my head, I can think of birthdays, but not crossing that I know of.
Yeah. If it's birthdays or crossing, she's bringing me to the month of September for a reason. So if it's somebody's birthday or date or month of crossing, she's bringing me to September. Does that make sense?
Um, yes.
Okay. And are there two or three birthdays in September?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
On
that's,
another side, though, on my dad's side, not my mom's.
yep.
Okay.
That would just be grandma's way of coming through. It's funny because what they talk about, hold on one second. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so dizzy all of a sudden. Hold on one second. I understand. I'll tell her that in a moment. Thank you. When they talk to me really fast, I know it's because of their urgency to want to be around you and to help you. And there's something that she's making me feel is she will bring up things that are around you, things around her, things around your dad's side of the family, just to confirm. I have no idea why they do that, sweetheart, but they do. Okay. One of the things that she's also making me feel is it was, you always say, she was my like saving grace, or for her to raise me, it like saved my life. Do you understand? She keeps saying that you say something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So as she crossed over, and she's making me so emotional, so I'm so glad you're getting this reading today. As she crossed over, she looked at her life. Oh my God. And you were the hardest to say goodbye to for her. Because she
She
just
passed
wanted
my
to be your,
birthday.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
She passed on my birthday.
Yeah. Which is why she's bringing up September birthdays. So I don't know if one of your birthdays in September, but she keeps talking about birthdays, September. Do you know what I mean? So that's how they get me close to, but just hold on because I want to make sure I'm channeling right. Yes. Okay. So for her to say goodbye to you, that was one of the hardest things that she's ever had to do because she wanted to make sure that you were going to be okay. She said, I signed up to be her protector. So you have family members who have crossed over, and then you have guides, and she definitely is your guide. So if there was something where she made a promise to you, or you said in your mind, promise me that you'll come through when you pass and that you're going to be with me, that's why she's coming through and saying she's one of your guides. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, but you can feel her, and then sometimes you can't. So you start to get worried, like, oh my gosh, is she not here? She's always with you. I jokingly say they stay out of the bedroom and the bathroom because that's not any of their business. And when I tell people that they're around you, it's supposed to bring you comfort, and it does in a way. And some people go, are they everywhere? And I say, no, they're just wherever you need them.
Yeah.
But she does say that saying goodbye to her was one of the hardest things that you had to do because she was your everything.
Yep.
Yeah. She was your constant. She was the person who you could trust and be
Yeah.
consistent with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as she crossed over, and you always say, thank God I had her because she saved my life. She says it was the other way around. I thank God I had you.
Yeah.
Thank God I had you. You kept her going for so much longer than she would have gone, if that makes sense.
It does. And I had to let her go so she could.
Yeah. So I have to tell you, when we see somebody who's ailing and they're in pain, but we so want them here, but we say, I know you're hurting and I wish you could stay, but if it's causing you too much pain and you have to go, then go. When you say that, feel that, send that as a message, you're giving that person the peace that they need to pass in a peaceful way. And she wants to thank you for that, because I don't think you realize that was hard on you to say and feel and do, but for her, it gave her so much peace with her transition.
Yep.
So that makes sense to you.
Uh-huh.
And you honor her every day. It's almost like it's like she's not gone. Her body's dissipated, but her spirit's very much still alive. And she knows you miss her physically there. She knows that. But she also says that she likes how you kind of bring her places. Like, so that means she's vicariously living through you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pause here for a moment. Is there a Mary or an MAR name here or crossed over?
MAR. Shoot, not that I can think of.
That's okay. She's showing me an M and she keeps drawing it over and over again. So I immediately went to MA, but the M is constant, either here or crossed over. And sometimes we say, well, that doesn't make any sense. That's my dad's mom, but I didn't know her. It doesn't matter. If your dad didn't live up to his expectations, if he wasn't there to be consistent for you, they will cross over, look at their life and do a life review, and that person will step forward if they had any hindrance of your growth.
I don't know any MAR that I can think of on
Yeah,
any side, anywhere.
that's okay. Just, I promise you, just write it down.
I did.
If it's not an MA, then the M is consistent. It's like, I always say they're like Vanna White trying to change the letters for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know she does not know. She's like, it's like Margaret. It's like, it's an M name, and sometimes they show me a name that I don't know. The other day, somebody was like, "It's Mildred." I was like, "Okay, well, I don't have that as a constant name in my vocabulary." So,
Yeah.
yeah, just write it down and rest assured she is with you. So hold on one second. I'm going to pull back just to see how you're feeling, and if you have any questions for them.
Well, I actually, now that you're saying that, I haven't seen her for a long time, but she has passed over. My grandma told me she did. Maria.
Yes.
My, she was my grandma's stepmom.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which is what. Yeah. See how she'll pull people forward. And even if we go, no, no, they go, yes. And they're very patient. They're like, give her some time. But sometimes we don't think about it because we're like, well, I wasn't as close to them or I didn't know them. Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know why she brought it up. I know exactly why.
Yeah. That's just her way of validating who's with her. Okay.
Okay.
One of the things that she's making me feel too is I don't know if you're hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that might be from like either upbringing or have to be independent to want to be better. To you are perfect. You don't have to change yourself for anybody to love you, sweetheart. Come as
Yeah.
you are. You are perfect just the way you are.
I know that for everybody else's sake.
Yeah,
But for my
right?
own, it's different. Yeah.
That's what she's saying. So she's working with you on self-acceptance, but hold on one second. How do I want to put this? I don't know if you had to fight your way when you were a kid, if you had to be a fighter. I don't know if that's making any sense to you.
Um,
Or if you had to be tough when you were younger. You know how some people have to almost skip a childhood so they can toughen up to survive it?
yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, in comparison to others, no,
Yeah.
probably.
See how humble you are? You're like, no, it was fine. But if there was honor your path. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honor that. And on top of that, she's like, and you're such an old soul too. It just to begin with. So whenever I do readings for old souls, it's like you were in elementary school, you wanted to go to middle school. When you're in middle school, you wanted to go to high school. When you're in high school, you're like, when are we going to be done already by your sophomore year? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whenever I see somebody like you, I always say you're smart and your mind races. So connect with that creativity side of you that you have, and entrepreneur energy is coming from you. Does that make sense to you when I say that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And do you know a Linda?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Who's that to you?
Linda, as in the one that brought me to you, I guess.
Oh,
Or
okay. It's so funny because she's like, Linda, okay. I always forget who brought who. So see how she's already just bringing up that. Hold on one second. I understand. I understand. Yeah. There's a work hard and then surrender and learning to trust. And she said in the next year, you're going to be working on some bigger projects and doing some more things. She said this is all going to be fun, but there's going to be a work and a surrender part. And she wants to help you with the surrender part. So when you aren't working, know that there's a divine team around you that's taking care of things. So it's not like this urgency of, oh my gosh, if I don't keep doing this every second, it's not going to get done. It's like you work and then you're just going to trust this divine team to bring you things that you better than you can ever imagine. Is that making sense with anything that you're going through?
I hope so.
Yeah. There's a feeling of if I don't get this done, it's not going to get done.
Always.
Yes. Okay. I get it. And that's what she's talking about. And she loves that you have that leadership determination, but there's got to be more of a balance to help you enjoy things so that when you're resting, you're not feeling anxious that you shouldn't be resting this long, or I've got to, and there's another task I've got to finish after this. There, allow yourself to do some resting. Does that make sense to you when she says that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to be like more of a balance for you. It's going to be more of a balance. She keeps bringing me that. And as I know we're in the month of October, but I keep being drawn to the 10th. So if someone's birthday or passing was on the 10th of a month, or if someone passed or birthday in October, she's drawing the number 10 for me.
Number 10. Not that I can just think of
Yeah, no worries.
quick.
And it can be on your side or your husband's side like that.
Hmm. I don't know.
That's okay. Does I'm sorry to start laughing, but she's showing me something. I don't understand what she's talking about. Do you know how when people get a bunch of Amazon packages and then they know their Amazon or UPS driver?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, she says it's so cute. Like he knows you now. He's like, well, there's not as many packages as you normally have, or this is more like he knows your intake. Does that
Yeah.
make sense to you?
Uh-huh.
She's so cute. See, this is her way of looking over you. Like she knows. Did at one time you guys, the delivery driver need a bigger truck, or are you guys thinking about getting a bigger vehicle?
No.
Okay. If next time he comes and makes a joke of, oh my gosh, if you keep ordering like this, I'm going to need a bigger truck. If
Okay.
he says anything like that, just so you know, that's how she shows it to me. So
Okay.
she'll know past, present, and future. And she keeps making me feel like we're going to need a bigger truck for that. So I don't know if she's making me feel like your business is going to start getting busy. You're going to, oh, do you own your own business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So if something's going to start growing like that, and she points to October, and someone says we're going to need a bigger truck because this is getting more, just so you know, she's showing me the influx of that.
Okay.
Okay. So let me step back and see anything else. I'm so glad she's coming through so clear for you, sweetheart. She really is your number one cheerleader, supporter. I can see why you miss her so much, because this was your support. Do you understand? Like she was your person
Yep.
that you both.
She was the fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. there's this joy around her where that's why she's talking about the balance with you. So it's almost like she's like, take life seriously, but try not to take it so seriously that you're getting a headache.
She did singing telegrams and costumes and dressed up for every occasion. So,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she feels so I don't like, you know how people still keep a childlike mentality?
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's where I don't want to say like things rolled off of her back, but she let them go faster because she always had this feeling of, well, we've already done our part. It's all going to work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
so I feel like you miss that part. So whenever you've already done everything, everything's done, and then and then you sit back, if you start to get that anxiousness, just hear her voice tell you, sweetheart, it's all going to work out.
Yeah.
Just let it go now. It's all going to work out. So when we hold tight, then we have to loosen. And that's the advice that she's giving you. And why? Just so that you can enjoy your life more. Somebody's saying something. Oh, Ring Party is saying FedEx and she's laughing. Is that your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Megan. Mhm.
Buffalo, bougie Buffalo FedEx. Is that what you call them?
No, that's just my business name.
Oh, okay. I'm like trying to see.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's just putting a smile on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a respond at me. That's like my whole name. And then
Oh, I
FedEx.
see. So I don't see that when I'm doing your reading. I just see Ring Party, which is another reason. See, I didn't know that was your whole name because I can just see Ring Party and you
Yeah.
signed up as Lacey. So when she
Yeah.
says FedEx and you actually have that in your name, do you understand? I was like,
Yeah.
there's like FedEx or something. Yeah, that's just
FedEx
her way.
was her response. My name actually stops at Bougie Buffalo. So I asked her above which part because she said that was so me. So I said which part, and she said FedEx. It's TikTok. It's TikTok. It's confusing. The
Oh,
way
I see what you're saying. I see. Okay. So she even knows that. So to see the Fed, I was like thinking somebody worked for a delivery service, so I didn't know why I was seeing that. But as long as this is making sense to you, and
hmm
even your friends are aware of this, like that's one of the standard things about you, then that's how she would come through too. Okay.
hmm
Yeah. Were you guys thinking about actually going away for Christmas?
I am, but nobody knows that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Shh.
Nobody's here that would know. But yes,
Okay.
I am thinking about that.
And she knows. So see all the things that she knows. And this is what I tell people, sweetheart. This is her love for you and your love for her that I'm channeling. Once I remove myself from this reading, they're still very much around you.
So
And
do I
she's
go or
not
no?
gone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do I go or do I not go?
Oh, on the trip, she just wants you to be happy. She's saying that you do a lot day to day where your list is like, well, I have to do this for so and so, or I have to do this for the business. So there's a lot of thinking of others, holding space for others. And she's like, don't forget, sweetheart, you got to live for yourself. So if it's something you really want to do, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the most selfless person I know. So that's what she's saying. So to put yourself first, if it's not for someone else, might feel awkward. Like, oh, is this the right thing? Or we don't need, or maybe I could do that for them. But this feels like you need to do this for you.
Yeah, I definitely don't do that for myself. And the
Yeah.
trip is for everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why she would be bringing that up. If it's something that's going to make you happy, what about your bucket list? She says, we want you on there too. It's almost like when we're feeding everybody dinner and we're like, well, sweetheart, where's your plate?
hmm
Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And she's all about you giving to herself. And I want to say she was a big giver to others, but she made sure she had her special things for herself too.
Yeah.
And that's how she feels so balanced.
Yeah, and she was
Mm-hmm.
very much.
So lately, if you're like, I don't know what's going on with me, or I feel off balance, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Got it. Where's your, you know how they say, and I had to learn this too. So I'm here with you, sweetheart. 100% of the way is like, if you have compassion for everybody else, but you're not in that circle, is it really compassion? So some of us aren't raised to think of ourselves, or we think, oh, it's selfish to think of yourself. There's got to be something you do for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense to why she says that?
Yeah. That's how I
Yeah.
live.
Yeah. So she's trying to help you. And so it's not drastic change. Sometimes it's just those little subtle changes that get you there, sweetie. But you're on the right path. She's like, it's just going to be a little change, just a little change.
Okay.
Yeah. It will help you feel more balanced. But boy, are you a firecracker, she says. When you want something done, when you get an idea, it's go. You're a say it again, sweetheart. She says you're go big or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so glad she was able to communicate to you today. I hope this reading brought you some comfort, just to let you know that she's around you. She sees everything. And to bring up something like she's thinking of going away for Christmas, that's really specific. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And she's got your back. She just thinks you're beautiful. And I don't know, what is that? Can you show me that one more time? It's sometimes they'll show me flowers for a reason, and I felt like, I don't know if this is it's a white flower. Show me one more time. It looked like an orchid, but then she said, is there a flower called Orilander? I don't know how I'm saying this. Orilander? Sorry, you guys, when I channel, I don't remember names of things. Orilander. I'm gonna look for the chat. Do you guys know? It's like, it's a white orchid, or Oriland. I can't pronounce it. Hopefully somebody in the chat. Thank
Yeah.
you. Oleander. Thank you, guys.
Is it a flower like for a month or something? Or
I
what is it?
don't know. She just keeps showing me an Oleander. Thank you, guys. An Oleander. She's spelling it out for me, sounding it out. Because as I pulled back and listening, somebody's name was like Orally. It's like,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
is somebody's name Orally?
My uncle's name is Ori.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you?
Actually, his name is Ori Arbuckle.
That's it. Sweetheart. So
And
she
that's
gets me.
not it's not my grandma's child, but it was her husband's child. So, and he's alive.
Yeah, that's it. So no wonder I had a hard time with it, because I was like, Orlando. So see how that name's not in my vocabulary of minds. I don't hear that name every day. And how I pull back and she's like, she'll know it's me if you name this name, because nobody would know that. So
Yeah.
they're going away for Christmas, the FedEx, you knowing him like he's family pretty much. And then, and then, what did you say his name was? Ori?
Ori. Uh-huh. His middle
Yeah.
name is Arbuckle, so that's really weird.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
poor guy. Unless he's like a writer, right? Or
No, he's not. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't know. I haven't seen him since he's, I don't know, 12 years younger than me. So
okay.
I haven't seen him for probably 25 years, I would guess.
Oh wow.
Maybe 20.
But they will pull up things that no one else would know, that are very specific, so that you're like, well, that had to be them, because who would know that?
Yeah,
Who would know that name?
right.
Perfect. So thank you. I hope that you are comforted in some way to know that if I knew these things, that means she's actually around you, sweetheart. I don't know these things. I only know them because I'm channeling the love for you, and from her to you and you to her. And once I remove myself from this reading, Lacey, she's forever around you. So just keep talking to her and be kind to yourself. I don't know if you get your feet rubbed or your nails done, and just know sometimes to slow down will move things faster and help us feel more balanced.
If I had time, I would.
Yeah. I know, see? That's what she says. So put yourself on the list, and once you start doing that, you'll start to get more balanced where there'll be more time for you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, you're missing your little thing too that says your Venmo, by the way.
I know. I just went on here. Oh, and it's 12/12, which is a sign from my dad who crossed in December. So if anybody's family member crossed in December, it's 12/12 here in Pacific Coast time. So thank you so much, Lacey. I'm putting my money where my mouth is too and going to a girls trip. So we're actually at the beach right now, but it's like 90 degrees out there and Mama does not do the heat. So I told them I was just going to go live and do a little bit of work and then I'll go join them later. So I'm actually here for a week. A friend rented a beach house and had us all come up. So I really feel like to just wrap up your reading with a beautiful bow, I am seeing a lot of like women get together for getaways because nobody nurtures another woman like their friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Lacey, for letting me read you today. And I want to thank your family members for coming through.
Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day, sweetheart.
Thanks.
I never know how to end these, so there we go. There we go. How are you guys doing? Whew. It is hot in Santa Cruz. Can someone call Heatmeister and do you guys remember that show Heatmeister and Coldmeister? Is that their name? I'm Mr. Heatmeister. I'm Mr. Snow. We need a balance. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, Mary. She says, that was amazing. Hello from Arizona. Enjoy the beach. Thank you. How's Arizona going? See, it started to cool off and then it went crazy. A while ago, my grandmother passed on Christmas morning and my granddaughter was born on Christmas 1 year after. Oh, Angel, that's beautiful. I don't think that's a coincidence. 12/12 comes up for you all the time, does it, Gwen? I don't know, Yvonne, if you and Gary will stay together. I always say, follow your guidance with your relationships. Don't ever let a medium tell you who is going to be in your life, who to stay with or who not to. Hi, Roxy. Aloha. Aloha. Hi from Greece. Yes, Angel. Thank you guys for helping. Thank you. Howdy from Branson, Missouri. My goodness. Wendy says, weather is beautiful today. Thank you. I even hung clothes on the line. Nice. Nice. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Chattanooga, Texas. Did you join us before, Angel? I don't know so many people from there. Hi, Amanda from Northern Ireland. Hi, Canada. Nice. Okay, that's so crazy. Chattanooga, Texas isn't really like a common place. It's your first time here, so welcome. It was so beautiful to do Lacey's reading. I never know who's going to come through with what kind of messages they're showing up. Sorry, I'm in Tennessee. Sorry, not Texas. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hi, it's Dora, one of your Dutches. Hello, hello, hello. I have a soothing voice. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. That's so sweet of you. Tennessee, look at all the Mama AJ. I'm going to drink a little bit of water, you guys, because to be honest with you, I traveled yesterday and then today I'm a little bit dehydrated. Hi, Jamie from Long Island. Amanda, I'm so sorry. Our pets are crossed over and are with us, and I don't know if you had a girl dog, but I do see female energy around that. Hi from New Jersey. That's perfect. Oh, Sherry, you're so sweet. And from Washington and Maine. Oh my gosh. A boy. Okay. Yeah, so some of you asked, so Let me go ahead. I'm from Nebraska too. Hi, Terry from Nebraska. What part of Nebraska are you from? Newfoundland. Beautiful. Beautiful. And from Auburn. Look at you guys. Omaha. Yeah, we lived in Omaha, Grand Island, Loop City, and Lincoln. Perfect. So one of the things I'm going to do on here, sometimes I do readings, but if my energy's kind of dropping like it is now, because I'm getting a little bit sleepy, I like to just share stories. So one of the things is I did a reading the other day for a client of mine, and some people will ask, when can you start doing readings for people once they've crossed over? And I always say, whenever you're ready. The spirits will cross over, their transition, they're already ready whenever you're ready. Sometimes the next day is too much. Sometimes so it really depends on you. So I had a client who I did a reading on just yesterday morning before I flew out here, and her mom had passed. Now her mom was slowly declining, and she took care of her mom, so she was kind of anticipating her passing. So as shocking as it was that her mom passed, it was also expected. So I think that was the difference. One of the things that her mom kept coming through and saying is, "You're my porcelain doll. You're my porcelain doll." And she's like, "Oh, I'm Hispanic." And when we call somebody a porcelain doll, we say, and I can't remember what it is, but she says, we say this. And my mom called me that. My mom called me her little porcelain doll. And I said, yes. And then she said, Julie, oh, go Huskers. Yeah. She said, Julie, I'm so sad because I was really rude to my mom before she crossed. I was really rude. And I said, they don't remember that, sweetheart. They don't remember. And she's like, if you could tell me anything on top of that, my mom called me a little porcelain doll, that would help me a great deal. And I said, okay. So I really prayed for her to show me something specific, but sometimes spirits will show you what they want to show you. You can't make them say what you want to hear. Like, you're like, if this psychic says my birthday, I'm going to know it's my mom. You have to let the spirits come to you and give you the information that they want to get. And saying that, it should be valid. It should be like, yes, somebody passed on Christmas Day. Your birthday's on Christmas. My mom was born, passed away on my birthday. It should be specific things like that, right? So this was unusual. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and pull my energy back. Hi, Isaac. I'm just going to pull my energy back and see what your mom says. I was like, your daughter's hurting. She says that she said something mad. She was mad before you passed, and so I need you to give me something specific. And I literally saw somebody wanting a special tea from Starbucks, but bringing it, and I don't want to drink it in the cup. I don't want to drink it in that cup. I want you to put it in a special teacup, like a bougie teacup, where it looks like it's like china, because I'm classy. And I keep seeing that, but you give me a coffee mug and I get mad, and then you get upset with me. And she goes, Julie, that's exactly what happened. My mom liked the tea only from Starbucks, but she didn't want to drink it out of the cup. And the little china teacup that I got her to always drink her tea of was dirty. So I gave her a coffee cup and put the tea in there instead. And she's like, I won't drink that. I want my cup. And she goes, and I was so tired and frustrated. And I just said, Mom, for once, do you have to be so difficult? Can't you just drink it out of that? And that wasn't even something harsh. So as her mom explained it, she said, that's why she thinks she said something mean to me. But Julie, she said, now that I'm crossed over, I don't remember anything like that. I don't remember it how she's remembering it. I don't remember her being harsh with me. I just remember her asking me, and I don't remember a fight. So on her side, on the daughter side, she was feeling great guilt because that was the last thing that she said to her mom as she drank her tea and then put her to sleep, and then she passed away peacefully in her sleep. And I said, how would I know that? How would I know that your mom likes a certain tea from Starbucks and she can't drink it out of the cup because that's not her thing? She doesn't like that. And she wants not only it in a coffee cup, but a special little china cup. How would I know that? That's something very specific. And so that's your mom's way, I told her, of coming through, giving you rest assured that she's around you, and she wants you to forgive yourself for anything that you think you did, because all she's remembering is the love. And granted, she had taken care of her mom as her caregiver for 2 years. And she said, I got the best care. I was like at the Ritz. She would always buy my favorite flowers. And so when we hear things like that, my point of being a medium, and the reason why I keep going for you guys and doing these readings, is to show you their bodies dissipate, but their spirit is very much still alive. And the spirit is what communicates to you. And so that's why I like things in nature to kind of show us. So a butterfly is my perfect analogy. It's a caterpillar, and it is in a cocoon for a little while, and then it becomes, it's a caterpillar, and then it's in the cocoon, and then it becomes a butterfly. That butterfly is still the caterpillar. It's just transitioned into a different form. Your loved ones are just transitioned into a different form. So you have your body and your mind and your spirit. And when our bodies and with our mind dissipate, we are still a beautiful spirit. And when those spirits cross, everybody crosses. No one's ever stuck. Don't ever let a medium or anybody ever tell you that someone's stuck. And no one ever passes away alone. I have a feeling someone's worried about someone who passed away alone. There's always loved ones on the other side who are helping them cross over. And so they have ancestors that help them. They also have light beings, what I refer to as angels, but whatever your belief system is, just know there is divine love helping your loved ones cross over. So even if they were physically alone in a room or in an accident or wherever, you're welcome. They were met with loving spirits on the other side. You're welcome, Mallory. Oh, yes, Grace. So that's why I'm telling you. See, Vicki? Yeah. Terry says she's always looking for signs. Yes. So I'm at the beach, and then there's this inlet little bay. And my mom, when she passed away, there was a swarm of dragonflies around her eulogy. And when I sat out here, there was a dragonfly. And so I always know dragonflies from my mom. So signs are specific, whatever they are to you. The rule of thumb is, if you have to ask if it was a sign, then it was. Media Chick says, I'm surprised my mom hasn't rudely tried to come in through today. Maybe, but my energy's not strong enough to do another physical reading. Hi, Julie. Could really use advice if you see anything for me. Oh, butterfly bookworm. I have a feeling that a lot of us are going through this thing right now called the imposter syndrome, where our spirits are wanting us to go further than we have before. And we're doubting ourselves. So I feel like you might be in a period where you're doubting yourself. And my best thing to tell you is try to be your best friend and kind to yourself. A lot of us are better with other people today, but we have a really hard time on ourselves. Yeah. Just devastated today. Yes. You are clearing. And when some of us are clearing or going through a spiritual awakening, it's not easy, because habits that are no longer serving our purpose, those aren't going to survive in that atmosphere. So do your best, sweetheart, to do something fun for yourself today. Find a way to feed your spirit. And a lot of us have to discover what that even is, because we don't know. But I keep hearing, say it again. Yes, you are the master of your life. Pull your power back. Some of us help so many other people that we become a servant, not of service. It's one thing to be of service. If we're out of balance, we're going to feel like a servant, like we don't have time for ourselves. There's not enough money for us, but we have time and money to help other people. But when it comes to ourselves, we don't have that. So it's all about balance, you guys. My husband told me an hour ago that he isn't coming back. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I know the pain of that. I know the pain of that. I can promise you. Look up Narcissists and Empaths by Dr. Romney. Yeah. Sometimes we don't want to say goodbye to something if it's not feeding our spirit because we just love people and we want to give them more chances. And sometimes people are removed from our lives if they're not going to change for the better. So hang on tight, sweetheart. I know it's hard to hear, but that's for you, not against you. Like if you're improving your life and someone leaves, it's like, it's going to be so painful. And I've been there myself, but it's for you, not against you. Yeah. Perfect. After your loved ones have been gone 34 years, can they still be around you? Terry, you seem like a teacher or an author. Yes, your loved ones are always around you. Your loved ones are always around you, guiding you every step of the way. Butterfly Bookworm, that's when I wrote my five books, is when I got a divorce. Yeah. So your loved ones can always be around you. Sometimes, and mind you, they are around you to support you, but they're not around for you to wait for them. They're here to help you. Yes, I'm finishing my book now, which is why that's not working out with him. He's not matching the energy. Do you know what I mean? But I know it's easier said than done. I was there 10 years ago. And so just grab good friends around for support. Yeah. What about the dreams of them yelling at you when they're angry? Yes, I love that creative print tech. So there are dreams where they come and it's residue of feelings, either from guilt or maybe they were an angry person, or you feel like they're mad at me because I didn't do this and they wanted me to. That's our ego playing tricks on us, trying to figure out that relationship meant things in our mind. So that's just a dream of leftover residue of feelings. When a loved one comes to you, they're coming to you for support and guidance. Nobody's mad at you. Nobody's yelling. Once they cross over, they look at their life. They're either happy of their life or they're not. So my mom wasn't the best mom, but she really did try to help others and change for the better. So my mom, when she crossed, she had better energy. My dad, who was an alcoholic, who did not apologize and mend things before he crossed over, it took him a longer time for him to cross. And he's still healing. So do they find healing over there? Yes, but there are 100% love when they come. Thanks, Julie. Love you a bunches. I'm going to take some time for yourself. Yeah, you remind me of that song, The Middle. Just take some time, little girl. You're in the middle of the ride. Yes, your sister Dolores is at peace, Coco. Everybody who crosses over is at peace. And are they still healing over there? Yes. And will we see them again one day? Yes, because we're all reunited in that divine energy. Whether you call it heaven, the other side, I don't define that for people. I personally just call it home because I feel like we come from there. We come to the earth plane to have relationships and experiences, and then we go back. The energy is very overwhelming for everyone. You're so calming to listen to. Mary, thank you. That's why I wanted to come on here. It's a bit much right now. So pull back, turn off that TV. There's so much fear around it. We're going to get through everything that we've gone through right now in little communities. The communities are going to be what is the strength right now, and we've got to reconnect with our communities. Perfect. Oh, Candace, that's a great question. My mom's passing was so traumatic. Did she feel pain? The thing is they may feel it at the time, but once they're crossed over, they don't remember it. So when a family does a life review, they're looking at the beautiful times that you spent together, and any thing that they wanted to say they're sorry for or have regrets for, they pull forward and they help you. So like my mom and I, we're good, but my dad has a lot of making up to do. So my dad, to me, is always working over there. helping, because he should have said he was sorry here. He should have changed. He should have had that awakening. He should have owned what he did, and he didn't. So now he has to take care of that in spirit form, if that makes sense. But my dad was a very angry person. And whenever I see him, he regresses to like 6 or 7 before any of the alcoholism or anything started changing his spirit. Is it our choice to reincarnate? Yes, Christine, it absolutely is. And if you're interested in past lives and reincarnating, look up Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. He has wonderful books. Can you tell a person's aura through TikTok? I don't read auras, sweetie. I just know if someone has a good energy or not. And Elena, you seem to be really good. Elena Leafy Lane, you seem to be really good with kids. So it's like somebody has a special gift with kids. What happens when a person takes their own life? Tammy, that's a good question. When a person takes their own life and they cross over, or they pass away in an accident, or they're murdered, the energy is not as easy for me to read. It's kind of choppy. I have to it's like groggy. I don't know how to put it. It's like, you know how when you just walk on the floor and you could just walk, but you run in sand and it's harder? That's the energy. It takes a little bit longer. They are met with loving energy on the other side, and they have full further healing over there. My mom told me in a meditation one time, it takes people 10 years to heal from that, usually, which I said, that seems like a long time. And she goes, it's not really over here. It happens really fast. But they do find the healing that they needed, and then they have a choice to come back or to be someone's guide. Yes, when your dogs cross over, your pets, they're still around you too. Can you feel when someone is in danger? I can't feel when someone's in danger. I can only feel like when someone is around somebody that has bad energy. Sheila, you feel like an entrepreneur, like I'm gonna get this done. So I don't know if you're a party planner or hairdresser, or someone's in charge of getting people together, but you're a take charge person. Tammy, that makes me happy. You're welcome, sweetheart. It's been 25 years. I miss my mom every day. I know, Kelly, and you guys look like you seem like the mini me. Hi, Connie. You're new here. Thank you. Angel, look up, what is your name? Angel Bonwright Nash. Look up, what is that called? Indigo Child, because you're sensitive. So you're really sensitive, but you look like you have a hard exterior. So people think that you can handle things on your own, and they think that a lot of what they're telling you doesn't hurt your feelings, but you actually have a hard exterior, but your inside is very sensitive, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just to help you balance. You might want to look up Indigo Children. And you say it again. You're a warrior for the truth, even if the truth doesn't affect you. So you can spot a liar pants on fire a long time from far away. But because you are very sensitive, you always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. So watch that Angel Bonbright with yourself. Because people don't, I always say strike 3, you're out. You don't have to keep giving people chances and chances. It's like everybody deserves a chance. They do, but if you're dealing with a narcissist, run. They're not going to heal. They're just not. You mentioned your dad and taking longer to cross over. My dad's in a situation very similar. Yes. So let me rephrase that. My dad has crossed over. Everybody crosses over. Nobody needs a medium to help them cross over. But once they're over there, do some of them have further healing to do? Yes. Because of the harm or the abuse or something that they caused here. I hope that makes sense. And how can you connect with your wife, Jim? The best thing to do, and I know people get tired of hearing this, is to journal. It's just to start journaling. Sweetheart, tell me today, like, I miss you. This was our anniversary. Just start writing in a journal. Give yourself 30 to 40 days. and you will start to strengthen. And it's a lot like working out. At the beginning of working out, you don't see the difference, but by a month and a half, you will. My mom's been gone 35 years, and I really do miss her. Terry, I can see that. I don't know if you have a big Irish Catholic family, but I just keep seeing so many people around you. So I don't know if everybody had, like, we had 5 kids and then they had 6 kids, but I keep seeing that. You've got to know she's very proud of you. Perfect. And Wanda, I don't know if your mom is in Aries or someone's born in April, but I see that. I pray that my son has found his peace. He suffered with mental illness. I pray for his very soul every day. Tammy, he is so much at peace. Hold on, sweetheart. And I don't know if there's a Jerry or Jared either here or crossed over, Tammy, but there's a J name. And if someone grew up like on a ranch or a farm, did animal rescue? I see so many animals. But your son is at peace and he is healing over there. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that for you, sweetheart. Your dad is Jerry. Perfect. Thank you. That's just his way of saying that he's there. And your son loves animals. Yes. Loved dog Izzy. Okay. Elena, you've got this, sweetie. Just keep going. Don't stop. Your message is don't stop believing. Tiffany, your niece is at peace. Every time someone crosses over, they are met with the angelic beings or divine team, however you want to refer to them as, light being souls and family members who help them cross over. My mom and her family were Italian and Catholic. Yeah, I saw that. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. I am going to get going. And guess what I'm doing today? We are at a beach house. I'm going to go nap. I know it sounds like I should go down to the beach. There's a beautiful ocean, but my body needs rest, and I'm going to do that for balance. I encourage you guys to work and rest through this energy. These old, yes, naps. I believe in naps. Before all of this, like drink coffee, get up at 5 o'clock. That's old energy. Thank you, Angel. This is all about balance, and we need to all get back to balance. Thank you, Terry. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And if you want a private reading, you could double click there. And I do private readings. Thank you, Tammy. I do private readings by phone and by Zoom. And I have a book called I Am Home. It's available on Amazon. It's called I Am Home by Julie Dart. For anybody who's interested in knowing how to handle someone's passing and how to look for signs. Thank you, Mallory. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Tammy. You have a beautiful spirit. Thank you, Elena. We'll see you guys soon. I might be going live tomorrow, like around 2:30, 3 o'clock Pacific Coast time, if you want to come back. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye now.